and welcome to Year R's welcome video. I'm Mrs Gogarty and I teach Tiger class.
And I'm Mrs Thompson and I'm Leopards.
So here are some of the members of staff that you're likely to meet in reception. There's me, Mrs Gogarty, there's Mrs Thompson who sat next to me, Mrs Bowles and Mrs Evans who are both LSAs. And at the bottom you can see some of the other members of staff that you may encounter during your child's time in reception.
So here are some of the highlights and things that will be coming up over the year. So the children have already met their buddies in Year 5. That was really successful. I'm sure they've probably all come home and told you all about them. So we'll be making sure that we meet up with them over the year. They might go to the bowl, they might do some reading together. They'll have lots of fun. Some other things that we offer here at Binfield are the sports clubs after school. So we've already got quite a few children that are enjoying those. So if you'd like to sign up, there's more information on the website. We have our Christmas nativity, sports days, we've got our amazing adventure trail which the children absolutely love, as well as the bowl which I've mentioned. We've had quite a few learning opportunities out there already and the children are blowing our minds with their imaginations. So there's lots and lots of exciting things to look out for this year. Okay, so getting started with literacy, I'm going to start by talking about the writing side of it. So what we are focusing on at the moment is lots of fine motor activities, so getting the children's hands and their muscles in their hands ready for writing. We've got lots of things that are out in the classroom every day in our continuous provision. We are doing lots of things, lots of mark making. We've got pencils and clipboards, chalk, the children have been painting. We've got some lovely sensory trays where they've been practicing forming some of their letters. We follow our phonics scheme is called Read, Write, Ink, and we started that last week. So you've already probably found your little phonics packs in the children's book bags, and we'll talk about that a little bit further on. And we are going to be doing a guided writing session once a week with the children at the moment. So far we've covered who we live with, our best friends as well, our new friends that we've met in school, and the children have been fantastic. They've really enjoyed these opportunities to be writing in their books. So there are some ways that you can support your children at home. Like I've mentioned, the pack that we've sent out has the letters that we've covered already, so they can practice the formation in those or just having a look at the sounds and reminding themselves what they are. Lots of reading. If you've got books at home, fantastic. Try and read to your child every day, see if they can spot any sounds that they've learned from the week in school. There's lots of other things as well, like magazines, newspapers, just when you're out on your walks, road signs, posters, things like that. Print-rich environment. So just as and when you can, walking to and from school, going to the shops, there's lots of opportunities for you to support your child with their reading and writing.
So as Mrs Thompson has just mentioned, we do follow a phonics programme at Binfield School and it is called Read, Write, Ink. So at the bottom of this page you can see Fred the Frog. The children might go home and talk about Fred, and Fred helps us to read words and talk in Fred Talk. So for example, we would encourage the children to break down words by using their sounds. For example, at would be mat. So it's a really engaging way that the children can learn their sounds, and the children have lots of fun with Fred. There is going to be an information morning on the 12th of October, so that will be really helpful for you to see how we teach it, and you can see some examples of us teaching it to the children and further ways that you can support their learning at home with their phonics.
So following on from phonics, we promote a love of reading here at Binfield. We aim as teachers and our LSAs to read to the children at least twice a day. So we normally do this maybe just before lunch and then just before home time at the end of the day. We'll ask questions while we're reading. Sometimes we offer 2 books and the children can vote for the book that they would like to read, so they have a bit of ownership over it. This is just to promote a love of reading and to encourage vocabulary, lots of talk around books, reasoning, understanding, listening and attention. We also, not just sort of in reading, but try and encourage a print-rich environment. So we have lots of labels, we have lots of questions that are written around our continuous provision inside and outside the classroom. We might also encourage children when walking down the corridors to have a look at print that they might notice, any letters or words that they might notice on the walls. The children have access to books throughout the continuous provision, as well as we have a quiet reading corner in the classroom as well if they'd like to go and have a little bit of quiet time and have a look at the stories. We will be offering our story sacks out. If some of you have older children will know that we would, you can sign the story sack out. There's a story and props in there that you can take home for the week. And enjoy them with your children. So there will be more information about that in the next few weeks. We try and sometimes use a book for our learning in class as well. So for this week we have been looking at friendships, which linked really nicely to the story Lost and Found, the little boy and penguin. We do try to do that throughout the year as well. Again, just promoting that love of reading, and you can get lots of learning and lovely ideas from them.
So maths is everywhere in reception, and it's very much a big part of our learning. We do maths daily within our continuous provision. So when the children are doing free flow, when they're playing, lots of us will be around to scaffold the children's mathematical development and their learning and challenge their thinking. For example, even if they're building a tower, we'll ask them, oh, how many blocks have you got? How many more do you need? How many can you see? What colours are they? What patterns can you make? Those types of things. So lots and lots of questioning to scaffold their learning. So we do this within the indoor environment as well as the outdoor environment. For example, when we go over to the bowl, we might look at sticks and ask the children, oh, which is longer, which is shorter. So constantly using that mathematical vocabulary to really develop their understanding and challenge their thinking, and asking them lots and lots of problem solving questions throughout the day as well. We really try and link this to real life, so children understand that maths is part of daily life, and linking it to real life mathematical problems. So for example, we set up a bike rental where children can time how long it takes the children and when it's their turn, or they have to pay for their bike rental. For example, it will cost 3 pennies for 1 minute, and they can do that independently as well. Yeah, so setting up lots and lots of mathematical challenges and problems for them to do as well. We do short adult inputs with the children, where the teachers will be doing a little activity and then encourage the children to then go and complete a mathematical challenge when they're engaging in free flow as well. Snack time, we really try to use this to maximise their mathematical learning time. It really lends itself to that really easily. For example, we ask the children things like, how many apples have we got left? How many bananas can you see? If 2 children eat the bananas, how many have we got left now? What shape are they? What colours are they? Can we make patterns with them? Those types of things as well. You can support your child at home by encouraging their math skills by, for example, if you're in the supermarket, what numbers can you see? Numbers are everywhere, all around us. Cars going past, how many red cars did you see? Numbers on doors. And also building that vocabulary as well around time. For example, what did you do this morning? What are we going to do this afternoon? Later we're going to do this, all those types of things. So it's very much integrated in our daily lives.
So on our website, on our class page, you will find an overview of some of the topics that we'll be covering this year. These are just sort of like ideas, they're topics that we will cover in school. We do, however, go with the children's interests as well. So if they're really big on superheroes, we will try and engage the learning around that instead. So it is quite a loose plan. This is just more for the grown-ups, and as I say, we use books to engage the children and support our learning, and we also go with the children's interests as well.
So children do have home learning within reception, and our main thing that we focus on in reception is reading at home, and this doesn't have to be reading words. It's going to take a long time for your child to develop those skills to be able to read a story. So it's even about sharing a book together and asking those comprehension questions, and you can find loads of examples and activity ideas on our website, as well as there's a little link here that I've popped on for you for Oxford Owl. Oxford Owl have got some really good resource ideas for you to do at home. We do also have enrichment grids that are completed every half term, which can be found on the class page as well. And it's completely optional. We would absolutely love to see any work that's done at home and acknowledge the children's work that they've done at home. So if you do take photos, or if you'd like to speak to us about it in front of the children, we would absolutely love to hear what you've been up to. But there's no expectation to do this, but it would be fantastic for your child to do some of these activities to really extend their learning. Here are some of the pictures of what we've been doing so far, some exciting activities. The children have really been doing so well, settling in, and they're having a fantastic time, and we are really enjoying getting to know them and having lots and lots of fun with them. Please do see our Twitter page, because we will be updating that regularly with photos of what the children have been up to, and it's a really nice way of you seeing what they're doing during the day.
Okay, so here are some expectations for the year. We are aiming to bring out your children's independence this year, and to take responsibility for their actions and their belongings. So we please, we are still having a few items of clothing and shoes that aren't named. So if you can just put a few more stickers on those last little bits for us, that would really help, especially at the end of the day when we're trying to get all our things ready for home time. It really helps and makes this process quite speedy. It's also really good for helping them recognise their names as well if they're looking for it all the time. We've got book bags that go in a book bag box in the classroom. The children might have told you about that. We've got tigers and leopards one, and same for water bottles. So that's what we're encouraging the children in the mornings to remember, to take their water bottles and put it in the right place, and book bags to put that in the right place. And we're getting there, aren't we, with that? As part of our curriculum, there is a little bit on dressing and undressing. So we've already tackled this with the bowl, with putting their bowl kits on. And for PE, we've just changed shoes at the minute, but we will be moving on to the whole PE kit changing next week. They're doing really well. Some children still are struggling a bit with jumpers and making sure that their clothes are turned in the right way when they take them off. So if this could be something that you work on home. And actually, if you have seen our enrichment grid for this half term, there is a challenge on there that is for your child to be able to put on and take off their own coat on their own, sort of making sure their arms are in the right way, and the additional challenge of doing the zip up, because as you can imagine, we've got nearly 60 children in reception, so it's really helpful. There's only 4 of us. Really helpful if your child can do this on their own. We're going to be providing lots of opportunities for the children to do this. We go to the bowl twice a week, so they have lots of opportunities for getting clothes on and off then, and PE as well. We do encourage healthy eating. We do have snack time, which we will talk about in a few more slides, and lots of hand washing as well. So just continuing to talk to your child about this and encouraging them to practice all of this at home would really help. Thank you.
So we do have some behaviour expectations here at Binfield School. Here you can see the Binfield's essential golden rules. These are the same rules throughout the whole school. Obviously in reception they are little, so we've tried to word it in a way that they can understand and they can try their best to follow. So we've done a tigers and leopards promise, and we actually did this with the children, so they were really part of that, and we do this every day with them and remind them of the expectations that we have, and how they can really be a really good, successful learner at school, and they are doing really, really well with this. So we're very, very proud of them.
Okay, so as I mentioned a few slides down about snack, this is where we are sort of promoting our healthy eating at the snack table, and a few children are bringing in their own fruit, and that's fine. However, we just wanted to remind you that we do offer different fruits throughout the week. So far, I think we've had apples, pears, bananas, carrots, tomatoes. So there is a variety throughout every week for the children to try, and quite a few of them have been brave, haven't they, and tried new things that they might not necessarily like, and that's fine. We all have that opportunity to do that. So here we encourage them to wash their hands before they have snack, to choose one snack, and there's a bin behind them as well where we encourage them to pop their rubbish away. So again, if they are bringing snack in, that's fine, but we did want to remind you that we do obviously offer it in school too.
Just for you to have a look at and read through some of our expectations about children's attendance. If you have any questions at all, please speak to a member of staff, and we'll be more than happy to help you with any information about attendance.
So just again, some little formalities with uniform, just a reminder there for you to read through of summer wear and what's appropriate for winter, and just another little nag to make sure everything is named, please. There's also the PE kits that once we start wearing them a bit more, we'll come home on a Friday for a wash, and bulk kits. So thank you.
There's just some information about the PE uniform as well. As Mrs. Thompson has just said, we will be sending it home on a Friday. If we haven't used the full PE kit, then we won't be sending it home, so don't worry. We'll only be sending it with the children when we feel it needs a wash.
Okay, so supporting your child in school, they have all made a really big transition over the last few weeks, and they're all doing amazing. There's some ways in that you can sort of help support your child at home. So there's some things here, like ask them about what they've done during the day. When they first come out of school, they probably might be still a bit shell-shocked and busy, but I'm sure throughout the evening you'll end up getting more and more information from them. Lots of encouragement and praise. They really are doing so well. They're learning a lot every day, and we obviously praise them a lot too. You should be very proud of them all. Just if anything does change at home that could affect your child's behaviour in any way, please do come and let one of the grown-ups know. We are out on the playground in the morning and we're in there in the afternoons, or you could email the secretary and they will ping it over to us. But that's really vital that we have a whole picture of your children in and out of school, just so we can help them if they need it. Home learning as well, so you've got the reading diaries, and we've given you lots of suggestions of things of how you can help. And we do know, we're parents ourselves, that children can be exhausted at the end of the day, so if you are feeling that it is too much for them, that is absolutely fine, but just if you can, that's brilliant. Thank you.
So that's it really. So thank you very much for watching this, and if you do have any queries or any questions at all, please feel free to come and see us, speak to us. As Mrs. Thompson's just said, you can email the secretary, you can make an appointment with us if you feel that you need a bit of time to talk through something. You can have a chat with us after school. Or have a chat with us in the morning. We are there in the mornings and the afternoons. So yeah, we would love to hear from you if you have any queries. Thank you very much.